Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be doing a video on the top 4 best $35 S.H.FIGUARTS figures today. Um, I'm going to explain the reasons as I go through them. And if you don't have any of these in your collection, definitely strive to get them, especially if you're new collectors. Especially if you're new collectors. I know being a new collector definitely can be a little punishing if you're not informed. So here we go. Not gonna hesitate. I'm not gonna stall too much, and I'm gonna say number 4. This is number 4. Is definitely gonna be the Saiyan Rays on Earth Goku. This figure is definitely it's been around for a while since I've been collecting. I started collecting maybe about 5 years ago, and this figure has gotten many reissues. Uh, I think probably some of the most reissues has come through this figure. But I think this figure stays as, at this point, I feel like it's almost a must have, right? Almost a classic, because even though there's a lot of base form Gokus out there, um, I feel like everybody still gravitates in general towards the faces of Saiyan Rays on Earth. And also when it comes to customization, I feel like this body, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great other bodies you can use for customization, but I think for $35 and just for having that normal look, that basic look, right, with the boots and the sash and the face plates, this is an overall great figure for the face plates, for the customization. And I own three of this three of these figures right here. That's how much I like it, right? I'm using two in my collection right now, and I have this one that I use for customization when I want to swap, or I'm just doing posing or whatnot, right? But anyways, I feel like for that reason, this is like definitely, uh, I don't know, since I've been collecting, he still stands out as a very unique look to all his faceplates. So for that reason, he is definitely number 4 for me. All right, and when it comes to all these figures, sorry, you can find most of these on. Sorry, number 3 is definitely um, the superhero Gohan, the ultimate Gohan. This figure is definitely awesome, obviously, and all these figures I'm gonna mention, most of them are on Big Bad Toy Store still for $35. You can also check Amazon. Amazon always has uh, most of the $35 figures, unless they're already scaling. That's one thing you gotta know, especially as a newcomer or a new collector, because the demand is so high and a lot of us collect these. The prices will scale as stock, you know, goes low when it comes to all retailers. All of them do that. All the retailers scale and scalp. Everybody does it. At this point, that's something everybody needs to know. So, anyways, number 3 is Ultimate Gohan. Um, he got, I think, his second or third reissue at this point. I just barely got my third figure. I wanted 3 copies of this guy, and I finally got my third one. It's a 3.0 body, first and foremost, obviously, but he's never had that many, um, figures as it is. So for that reason, and then you can use him for customization as well. This is pretty much the only body he has, like I said, right now, as far as a 3.0 for SH. He does have a couple of older figures, give or take. But anyways, for that reason alone, this one I think is definitely highly valued. If you don't have it, get it. Definitely a great figure. Number 3, and I think this one is one of my favorites this year for the $35 ones for sure. Number 3 is the TSH Figuarts God Goku. Sorry, God Goku. And I feel like this figure, when I first started collecting, they only had one God Goku, and that's the original one, what, with the lighter gi. That guy was like $200 for the longest. Then they made the event exclusive. That one was 50 if you were able to jump on it when it first came out retail. Aftermarket, it was like, 80, 100, right? And it stayed steady there for the most part. But that one was also translucent hair, and a lot of people didn't really, or at least for the most part, most people prefer the solid colors, right? Like this one. And then this one came around for $35. For $35, like seriously, this is definitely a figure that's just great. You should get it, and don't even get any other God figures. Really, don't get the event exclusive. Don't get that. I don't know if it's even 200. It's probably 100, 150 right now, the original one. But for $35, I think that this one is it, and you can just easily buy 2 copies of it, and you're set. You don't need anything else. It's not translucent hair. It has the shading, the red shading on there. And I think you're said this is a really great figure, and I've been watching this figure steadily since it's been released, and it definitely is going up already in price. I already see it for 40 on Amazon. I've already seen it for 50 in other places, right? So I think that as soon as this guy sells out, he will be really high aftermarket, 70, 80, 90, maybe even 100. So if you can get this guy right now, like I said, try to get it. This is a very hard form for Goku to get. And you know what? It goes the same with all $35 figures. Realistically, any SH $35 figure realistically is a great deal because SH Figuarts Dragon Ball is an expensive line to collect, really expensive, right? Um, it can definitely take thousands to get a collection, right? Um, so when it comes to the $35 figures, I've always loved them in general, right? If I needed more, one or two copies, I'm gonna get them. I like having extras because I know eventually they do scale up. And then if I want a second one, I'm pretty much screwed because I can't get it at that same price, right? So, anyways, for that reason, this is number three. I'm sorry, number three. Number two. All right, here we go, guys. And before I reveal number one, like I said, I'm going to reiterate one more time. When it comes to all these $35 figures, realistically, they all are great. Always try to get your hands on them when they're 35 because every single one, some of them may take longer, but they will scale up. Always remember that. So for that reason, my number one spot goes to the newly released Vegeta God Blue. And I really love this figure. I already have 3 copies of this figure. I just recently got my 3rd copy for Christmas, right? Awesome Christmas. I just got my 3rd copy for that as a gift. That was awesome. I'll probably get one more. I'm already using two of these copies in my display. I have 2 of them in my Goku Black arc, and then I'm gonna put this one in my Tournament of Power arc. And I want another one extra because one of the things I really liked about this body is that, in contrast to the awakened Super Saiyan Vegeta armored body, the legs were a little bit, they had a little bit of a QC issue where they kind of snap back, right? I feel like these legs are solid, and if you want a body for customization, unless you specifically like the awakened Super Saiyan Vegeta body, this body really is going to work well all around. At least until we get a 3.0 update for him. I think he's one of the last ones when it comes all around to the. Actually, no, we don't have an SH. I mean, we do have some that were pretty good. Legendary Super Saiyan is pretty good, but that's neither here or there. When it comes to this armored body, I feel like it's a good body for customization. Like I said, no QC in the legs, but I think one of the biggest things about this figure is that for the longest, again, I've been collecting for a long time now. The only God Blue Vegeta figure there ever was the one from the Broly movie that comes with the red head sculpt, and that was not a cheap figure to buy. It's always been 100 to 150 right after market. I don't know what the original release of that was when it first, because when I started collecting, he was already expensive. So for the longest, we just had that one head sculpt, right? And this is a nicely updated head sculpt. If you don't like this head sculpt, and I know some people don't, they don't like the head sculpt, they don't like the face plates, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. You got the other option, the original one. But if you do love it, it's $35. You can use this body multiple times for different head sculpts for customization, and the face plates are just updated. And I love the hair sculpt. Like realistically, that's just it for me. My opinion, like I said, this figure is my number one of 35, the best $35 figures to collect today. And like I said, any of these figures on my list, if you don't have them, try to get them, because eventually all of these will scale up. Most of these are in Big Bad Toy Store. You can just go online there. Most of them are there. Check Amazon, check Hobby Genki, Toy Arena. You got Toys in a Box. Check everywhere. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.